Welcome to the Art and Consciousness Learncast, where creativity meets the mysteries of the human mind. I'm V, your guide on this journey through the intersections of art, intuition, and the science of consciousness. This podcast has been generated from a curated, vetted list of quality information using an AI tool and is conducted by myself along with two other voices, our co-hosts, Michael and Sophia, who bring unique perspectives to our discussions. Together, we'll explore how the power of art can shape, expand, and illuminate our understanding of what it means to be human. Whether you're an artist, a thinker, or just curious about the ways art can impact the mind, you're in the right place. Join us as we begin this journey.
Hey everyone, welcome back. So ever get that feeling that, art, it's not just about pretty pictures.
Yeah.
There's something deeper going on.
Oh, absolutely.
What's actually happening in our brains when we create.
Yeah.
Well, today we're going deep, unlocking that fascinating link between art and consciousness. Especially for all you artists out there.
That's right.
We've got research from neuroscientists, art therapists, even a little philosophy thrown in the mix.
It's going to be a wild ride, that's for sure.
It always is. But let's start with the big picture.
Okay.
One idea that really hit me was from this guy, Lev Vygotsky. He believed art is how we make sense of things, both inside and out. He said art has these three major functions, right? First, we're recognizing the world around us.
Taking it all in.
Exactly. Then, we're capturing information about it.
Making it real.
And then, this is the cool part, self-discovery.
Yes. Finding yourself through art.
So, when you're staring at that blank canvas, are you trying to capture a feeling? Understand an emotion, or just, show the beauty you see.
I think for artists, it can be all of those things and more.
Right. And Vygotsky, he'd say that recognizing your intention, it's like finding a key.
Unlock something, for sure.
Unlocks new creative pathways. So cool. And it's not just theory, right? There are artists out there, they embody this connection between art and the mind perfectly.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Greg Dunn comes to mind.
Greg Dunn.
He's a working artist, but he also has a PhD in neuroscience.
Wow.
Yeah, so his artwork, it's not just aesthetically beautiful, it actually delves into the intricacies of the brain.
But we're talking neurons firing, synapses connecting, but art.
Precisely.
Amazing.
It just shows that art is more than just aesthetics. It's a way of thinking,
Totally.
A form of inquiry.
It's it all starts so early, too.
It really does.
With kids.
Oh, absolutely.
The research on children's art is, mind-blowing. It directly reflects their brain development.
Makes sense when you think about it.
Right. Think about it. Those scribbles, the shapes, the more complex stuff.
Yeah.
It's like watching their understanding of the world just, appear on the page.
It's incredible to witness.
And for artists or art teachers, this isn't just some, abstract thing.
Right.
We see it all the time.
Every day.
In our own journey, how our style develops, or our students, it's leveling up, but as your brain.
Absolutely. And speaking of journeys, are you ready to explore what lies beneath the surface?
Ooh, getting a little mysterious.
It's time to dive into the world of art and the unconscious mind.
Ooh, I'm always up for a little subconscious exploration.
Good. Because the work of Firth and Rubin suggests that art can act as a direct line to the unconscious.
Okay, so art is like a back door to our deepest selves.
Think of it like a secret passage.
I like that. So all those feelings, the ones we don't even know we have, art can tap into that.
Precisely. It allows those hidden truths to come out.
No wonder it feels so therapeutic sometimes.
And that's where art therapy comes into play. It's about using art to understand those complex emotions, anxieties, maybe even past traumas.
Wow.
Jung and Malchiodi were pioneers in recognizing art's therapeutic potential.
It's incredible though, right?
What's that?
How art can be so personal, but also, everyone can relate.
It's a shared language.
Totally.
Yeah.
But we've been talking about the emotional, the psychological. What about the science?
Yes. Time to get a little more technical, wouldn't you say?
Let's do it.
Well, get this. Neuroscience is showing what artists have always known: art impacts the brain.
Okay, but how?
We're talking measurable changes in brain activity.
Wow, so it's not just in our heads, it's actually changing our brain.
Exactly.
That's so cool. And this reminds me of that performance art experiment, with Marina Abramović.
Ah, yes. The one with mutual gaze?
Yes, that one. So cool.
It really was groundbreaking.
Tell me everything.
She and a participant would just sit face to face, staring into each other's eyes for a long time, and they measured their brain activity the whole time.
Okay.
They found that this act of sustained daze, something we think of as purely emotional, it actually created measurable changes in the brain.
Get out.
It blurred the lines between the observer and the observed, between art and science.
That's incredible. So art really can create this tangible link between us, our inner world, and like the outside world, even on a neurological level.
It's pretty amazing, isn't it?
It really is. But this makes me wonder, if we know art has this power, can we, like, use it?
Use it to what?
To enhance our own creativity.
Now that's the million-dollar question. And thankfully, the sources we dug into had some pretty interesting insights. And you know what? The sources we looked at, they actually offer some pretty cool answers.
Okay, so how do we unlock that inner artistic genius? Spill the secrets.
Well, one thing that came up again and again was mindfulness.
Mindfulness, okay. That's a big one these days, but...
Yeah, but stick with me here.
Okay.
When we're talking about art, mindfulness is all about being present.
In the moment, right?
Yeah, when you're creating, quiet that inner critic. Just let the creativity flow.
It's that flow state, right? Like, you get lost in it. Time disappears.
Exactly. And the research actually suggests that mindfulness practices, like meditation, they can help us get there.
Train your brain to be more focused, basically.
Yeah, to be more present. So those aha moments, they can happen more easily.
I love those moments.
Yeah.
Okay, so mindfulness, check.
Yeah.
What else? What else can we do to tap into that wellspring of creativity?
All right, this one might sound a little weird, but the sources were really clear on it.
Okay, I'm intrigued. Hit me.
Embrace failure.
Oh, come on.
No. Well,
Easier said than done, right? Every artist were terrified of messing up.
oh, absolutely, it's true.
Oh, yeah.
But here's the thing. The sources, they're saying we should see those quote-unquote mistakes
Yeah, just
as opportunities to learn.
So it's a mindset shift. It's not about perfection. It's about exploration.
Yes. When we let go of needing everything to be perfect, then we can play, we can experiment, we can find our own style.
Give yourself permission to make a beautiful mess.
Exactly.
I love that. Okay, but what about when you hit that wall?
What wall?
You know, the creative rut. No inspiration.
Oh, the dreaded art block.
Yes. What then? Any tips for getting unstuck?
Well, the sources had some really great strategies for those moments. One that really stood out to me was, go out and have new experiences.
Okay, so get out of your head a little bit.
Yeah. Break the routine, see new things, hear new things, try new foods.
Just mix it up.
Mix it up. Anything that can, shake things up, get those creative juices flowing again.
Feed the beast.
Exactly. And it doesn't have to be like this big grand adventure either. It could be something small.
Yeah.
Take a different route to work. Check out a new art exhibit.
Anything to get you thinking in a new way.
Exactly. But what about goal setting?
Ooh, good one. Does that help, or does that just make it, more pressure?
Well, that's the thing. The sources, they said goal setting can be really helpful, actually. But not like a rigid, must do this, must do that kind of list.
Okay.
It's more about giving your subconscious, a direction to go.
So, instead of, I want to be a better artist.
Which who doesn't, right?
Right, yeah. It's set smaller goals. This month, I'm going to try a new painting technique every week or something.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, that makes way more sense.
So, measurable, achievable goals. It makes the whole process less overwhelming.
Less overwhelming and more rewarding, probably, too.
Yeah, absolutely. It's all about that focus.
It's instead of this scattered beam of light, you're really focusing it.
Exactly. It's about harnessing that energy, giving it a direction. And speaking of, the research also mentioned how important our environment is for creativity.
Oh, having a dedicated studio space, making it inspiring.
Exactly. It's about getting rid of obstacles and creating a space where your creativity can thrive.
So no more painting masterpieces at a messy kitchen table then.
Ideally not, though we've all been there. But seriously, having the right space can make a huge difference. And along with the environment, you know what else can really boost creativity?
Tell me.
Routine.
Oh, routine, the R word for artists, some might say.
Well, hear me out. Think of it like this. Having a consistent creative practice is it's like building a muscle.
Okay.
The more we use it, the stronger it becomes.
So even when you're not feeling it?
Exactly. Even when those I don't know what to make days hit.
Which they do. We've all been there.
Oh, yeah. And when those days come, the research actually suggests something pretty simple.
Okay, what's that?
Revisit your inspiration.
Oh, I like that.
Go back to those books, those movies, that music.
Stuff that always gets you going.
Exactly. Give your creative batteries a recharge.
Love it. And what if that doesn't work? What if you're still stuck?
Well, sometimes, you gotta shake things up. Try a new medium, experiment with a different technique.
Get out of that comfort zone.
Exactly. Sometimes that's all it takes to get those creative juices flowing again.
I've definitely had those moments where I was like, I need to put down the paintbrush, try something new, and then boom, the ideas start coming.
Right. It's like giving your brain a new puzzle to solve.
And sometimes the best thing is to just step away for a bit, right?
Absolutely. Take a break, go for a walk, do something you enjoy. Let your mind wander.
It's amazing how that works, right? You stop focusing so hard, and then boom, inspiration strikes. So to recap all this amazing advice, we've got mindfulness, embracing failure, new experiences, setting goals, having a dedicated space, being consistent, revisiting inspiration, trying new things, and taking breaks.
That's a mouthful, I know. But the key takeaway, it's not about doing everything perfectly. It's about finding what works for you.
Personalizing that creative process.
Exactly. It's about creating a process that feels authentic and, sustainable in the long run.
Like your own creative recipe.
Love that.
But before we wrap up, I wanted to touch on one more thing. Collaboration.
Oh, collaboration. It can be incredibly powerful. But the research we looked at, they emphasized being intentional about it.
So it's not just finding any random person to share a studio with.
Right. You want to collaborate with people who share your values, who challenge you, who bring something new to the table.
Your creative dream team.
Exactly. When you find the right people, collaboration, it's like this beautiful dance.
Build that.
Where everyone's contributing their own unique skills and experiences to create something amazing.
I'm getting chills. So, wow, we covered a lot today.
We really did.
This whole deep dive into art and consciousness, it's been, honestly, pretty awe-inspiring.
It really makes you appreciate the power of art, doesn't it?
It does. And what I think is so amazing is when we, as artists, when we start to really get this connection between art and our own minds, our own consciousness,
Yeah,
it unlocks this whole new level. It's like we're not just making stuff. It's a dialogue.
It's powerful stuff.
With ourselves and with the world.
That's beautifully said. And I think that's a perfect note to end on. As you continue on your own creative journeys, remember you have the power to shape not just your art, but your own consciousness. And in doing so, you leave your mark on the world.
So well said. And on that note, that's a wrap on our deep dive into the incredible world of art and consciousness. We hope you enjoyed the journey and that you'll take these insights with you as you create, experience, and connect through the power of art.
Thank you for joining us on this journey of exploring art and consciousness. I know your time is valuable, and I truly appreciate you sharing it here with us. I hope today's conversation has sparked new insights and opened doors to new ideas about the connection between art, science, and human experience. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe to the channel so you won't miss future discussions. Until next time, stay creative, stay curious, and remember we're all on this journey of life together, learning as we go.